Today we're gonna talk about weight gain, how to get back on track, how to deal with weight gain. We're gonna talk about eating disorders and all of that stuff, because honestly, that's my life. What is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you're doing well. As you can see by the title, today we're gonna talk about weight gain, how to get back on track, how to deal with weight gain. We're gonna talk about eating disorders and all of that stuff, because honestly, that's my life. My relationship with food last year was definitely getting better. I remember posting a video in 2018, obviously last year, in July 2018, saying that I'm never gonna diet again and yada yada. I used to restrict myself, I used to diet all the time, and that only led me to binge eating and to a bad relationship with food, and I don't want you to go through that. It's awful. And when you're dieting and when you're feeling restricted, I feel like you just want to eat even more, because we always want what we cannot have. So if you're dieting, stop dieting right now, because a diet has an end date. See this as a healthy lifestyle. Try to find fun recipes, try to have fun making the food and cooking the food that you're gonna eat, and just look at this as a healthy lifestyle and not a diet, because a healthy lifestyle is sustainable, but a diet is not sustainable, you know what I mean? And this year, my relationship with food started getting worse, because I started putting a lot of pressure in myself, thinking that I needed to diet to be more fit to go to LA. And then when I got back to LA, I was feeling really good, but I got sick, and when I got sick, I wasn't eating nothing. And then after getting sick, I got my period. So when I'm in my period, I just want to eat all the chocolate.
Good afternoon, sir. Could we interest you in some chocolate?
Chocolate? Did you say chocolate?
Yes, sir. With or without nuts.
Chocolate? Chocolate! 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 Chocolate!
And I don't get my period often because I have an implant in my arm. That's another thing that I want to talk about. The due date was back in January, but here in Canada, the implant, it's not legal yet. There's no way I can take this out here in Canada, because the doctors don't know about this implant. So I booked a trip to go to Portugal to take this out there and to see my family. So I cannot wait to take this implant out, because I feel like it's messing up with my hormones. My hormones are all over the place because of this implant that is already past the due date, and because I'm gonna travel, and when I travel I always put so much pressure in myself, and I always feel like I need to diet and I need to stop this. So last year I told you guys that I was never gonna diet again, because when I diet I start binging and I start overeating, and that's exactly what happened this year. And now I feel a little bit uncomfortable, you know. I don't feel like taking Instagram pictures, and sometimes I don't feel like meeting with my friends because I feel like I'm fatter. I know that I shouldn't be like this. I shouldn't be so hard on myself, but this is a reality. Maybe you're in the same page as I am. Maybe you're being too hard on yourself too, and this video is gonna help you out. Who knows? So in this video today, I'm gonna give you 5 tips in how to get back on track if you've been overeating, or if your relationship with food is not that good and you know you gain weight and you want to lose some pounds. So I hope you enjoy this video, because I'm tired of talking about the reasons that I gain weight. Now it's time to talk about what to do now. Before I get into all of the tips, please check out my latest video and watch it until the end, because you're going to understand a lot about my fitness journey and my body transformation, and I feel like that video complements this one. And now let's get into the tips. first tip, I'm gonna keep myself accountable. I'm not gonna skip any meals, because yes, sometimes I used to do that. I was like, oh, I'm not hungry, I will eat later, and then I would be snacking, and that's a big no-no. So first tip, I'm gonna keep myself accountable. I'm not gonna skip any meals. I'm not gonna snack if I'm not hungry, because that's something that I usually do too. And I'm gonna go to the gym at least 5 days a week. I've been slacking lately and eating a lot and not going to the gym. That's not good. That's another thing that leads to weight gain. So I'm just eating all of these calories and I'm not burning nothing. I really need to step up my game and go to the gym and make it a priority, because lately I've been focusing a lot on work and I almost been forgetting about myself. So that's not gonna happen anymore. I'm gonna keep myself accountable and I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm not gonna skip any meals and I'm not gonna snack if I'm not hungry. Let me know if you're a snacker, because I wasn't, but now I am, and I feel like it's because I've been skipping meals. So I'm gonna stop with that. My second tip, and what I've been doing lately, is to get more active throughout the day. As I said, I've been working a lot and I work in my laptop, which means that I'm sitting down all day, and the only physical activity that I do is at the gym. And then by the end of the day, I look at my Fitbit and I didn't give my 10,000 steps. Last week, I never gave my 10,000 steps. So I set a goal for me this week, and this week I'm gonna get back on track, get back to my 10,000 steps, because when I do that, I feel much better. So lately what I've been doing is taking a break from work, going for a walk, going to the park, because I live so close to the park, and that makes me feel so much better. When I get home from my walk, I feel so fresh, I feel ready to work again, and I feel much more motivated. It's like I'm a different person. I love to be outside, I love fresh air. Even though it's so cold right now, it's worth it to put some clothes on and going outside, because it makes a difference. My third tip, and what I've been trying to do lately, is to indulge every so often so I don't feel deprived and then I eat everything. I've been doing that for years. I don't eat nothing, I feel deprived, and then I binge, and then I overeat, and then that's over. At least I'm gonna try to, you know, change my mindset. That's what I'm gonna try to do, and I will let you know how that goes. And that brings me to tip number 4. Stop over exercising, because that's what I used to do. I used to binge and then go to the gym and try to burn it all in the Stairmaster, and that's over, because when you over exercise, actually you get more hungry and you want to eat more. I think I was doing everything wrong. I was binging, then I was over exercising, then I was hungry, then I was binging again. So I'm gonna stop with that cycle, you know. I'm gonna indulge, I'm gonna try not to feel guilty, I'm gonna change my mindset, as I said. I'm not gonna over exercise, I'm not gonna try to burn the calories, because it's okay to have treats, it's okay to have a balanced lifestyle. I kind of missed the step of that video that I showed you earlier. That video was in July 2018. I was in such a great mindset back then, and that's the mindset that I need to have right now. And my 5th and last tip is to prep my meals, but also listen to my body. I feel like prepping your meals, sometimes it can screw you up. Sometimes you have your meal prep, but you feel like eating something else. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen to my body. Instead of prepping 5 to 6 meals, I'm gonna prep 3 meals, and throughout the week I'm gonna listen to my body. Sometimes I feel like eating you know, fish and chips, and I gotta eat rice and tuna because that's what I have prepped, and that's over, you know. If I wanna eat the fish and chips, I'm gonna go for that, and then the next day I can have my meal prep. You gotta have balance. So right now I'm only gonna prep 3 meals instead of 5, 6 meals, and throughout the week I'm gonna listen to my body. If I feel like cooking something different, I'm gonna go to the market, I'm gonna pick up the ingredients, I'm gonna, you know, have fun cooking with my boyfriend, because I love cooking and I really miss that, you know. I used to prep all of my meals on a Sunday, which is fun to do, but then if you feel like eating something different, do it too. That's all of my tips. I hope this was helpful. Yeah, right now actually what I'm gonna do is prep some of my meals. I'm thinking about prepping some shrimp with rice and also some tuna with rice. I'm gonna prep 3 meals, 2 of shrimp, 1 of tuna, and it's gonna be bomb. So let's go to the kitchen and let's do it together. Yes, I'm still in my room, not in the kitchen yet, because I had to put my PJs on. I noticed that my hoodie was full of sweat in the armpits. in the armpits area. I apologize, I was just so nervous when I started recording this video because it's so hard to talk about your body and yourself. Harder than it seems, so I apologize. Let's go to the kitchen, let's make some shrimp, some tuna. Yeah. So I got all of my ingredients here. We're gonna make shrimp and tuna. The carb source is gonna be rice. This is my favorite rice ever. The time wise, it only takes 15 minutes to cook. And for vegetables, we're gonna use some cucumber and some orange peppers. I have mayo to add to the tuna, and then the sweet pimento paste, that's what I'm gonna use for the shrimp. And then we have black pepper. So I'm gonna show you now how to do everything. I'm gonna start by cooking the rice first and then making the shrimp. While the rice is cooking, I'm gonna start prepping the shrimp and then cutting the veggies. I always try to get my fish wild caught and it tastes way better, seriously. Now it's time to add our sweet pimento paste to the shrimp. It only has 3 ingredients and I usually find this at any grocery store in the European section. I usually add 5 tablespoons. This should be enough. You know, I mix it all very well. And now I'm just gonna add some black pepper. I love black pepper on everything. Mix it all again. Oh yes, honey. Actually, right now, before I start cutting the veggies, I'm gonna take the shrimp to the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes to soak up all the flavors. I feel like it makes a huge entire difference. And usually I leave it overnight, but right now we ain't got time for that, so. So the cucumber is gonna be for the tuna and the peppers are gonna be for the shrimp. And we're about to put these in the pan with some olive oil and then add the shrimp. And meanwhile, I think the rice is ready. I'm just gonna drizzle the pan with a little bit of olive oil and I'm gonna add the peppers. Veggies are looking good. It's time to add our shrimp. We're gonna cook each side for about 3 minutes and then it's ready. So the shrimp is ready and the next thing to do is to add the rice into the Tupperwares and then the shrimp. So here's my Tupperwares. I already opened my tuna can and I got my rice over here. So I'm gonna put 1 cup of rice in each one. Now the veggies. Voila! I know it doesn't look that good, but I promise that is really good. Oh yeah. And now our last meal. We're just gonna add the tuna. Mix everything together. Now we're gonna add a tablespoon of mayo. The mayo makes it nice and creamy. Some black pepper. This is personal preference. Mix, mix, mix. And now the final touch, our cucumbers. This meal is delicious, healthy, so easy to make, and it's one of the cheapest meals ever. I hope you enjoyed these healthy and quick meals and I hope you try it out because they're so good and they're so easy to make. If you do, let me know in the comments below how they turned out because I want to know. I hope to see you in my next video, so don't forget to subscribe. I will have a physique update in my next video and obviously there's more than that. So subscribe to join the family and don't forget to give it a thumbs up to support my channel.